able to actually find the products to resell is going to be the ultimate backbone of your Amazon FBA business. Because if you can't find the products to resell, then you have nothing to sell, and therefore you have no Amazon FBA business. That's why it's so important to have a ton of different strategies in your toolbox that are going to help you to find the products that are profitable to buy and resell. So today, I want to show you guys 3 new strategies of how you can use Keepa to find specific products. The first strategy will help you guys to find products where the data is showing there is a steady decline in competition. The next strategy is going to explain how you can find products that are increasing in price across time. And the third strategy is going to show you how to effectively storefront stock in Keepa. So get ready to hang out with me until the end, because you are not going to want to miss all 3 of these super powerful sourcing strategies. But first, if you're new here, I'm Cassandra, and on my Profit Guru channel, I'm coming each and every single week to help you guys learn how to start and scale your Amazon FBA businesses. So if you're into that content, show our channel some love by liking this video, dropping me a comment below, and hitting that subscribe button. All right, now let's do some sourcing using Keepa. And you want to sell on Amazon, then just go ahead and get that Keepa subscription, because this is one software that is a non-negotiable. Keepa is literally the Bible for Amazon resellers because it shows us the data that we cannot see with our naked eye. And then as an additional perk, we can also use it for finding products like I'm about to show you right now. So we're going to come up here to data and then the product finder. For this first one, we're going to come all the way down here to offer counts. And you can see that we can filter this data based on time. We can do a 30-day, 90-day, and 100-day average. So what I'm first going to show you is how we can find products that are showing there is a steady decline in competition. And that's because of supply and demand. If you're on a listing and there are a ton of sellers on it, then the buy box is going to be priced lower. But those products where there's not a ton of competition, it has a much healthier buy box, and therefore you can make more profit. So let's start first with a new offer count. And let's put in 10. Now you'll see that there are nearly 800 million products in the query. So what we're going to do now is go to the 30-day average, and we're going to increase that number from 10. Let's go 15. For 90 days, we'll go a little higher. We'll place this one at 20. And then for our 180 days, we'll go around 25. So what we're doing here is we want the data to filter in products that it's showing across time the competition is going like this. Clearly, we don't want to have to go through that many products. So now we have to set some additional filters. And I like to look at just one category at a time. So we're going to come here to root category, and let's go to home and kitchen. And now for the sales rank. So for this one, I like to do either the 30 or the 90-day average. And I'm going to set it a little high to 300,000. And the reason is home and kitchen is a really big category. So there's going to be a ton of products in there. And even though it's super easy to find products that are in the top 1% and sell those fast, there's still a ton of really good products that you could find in the top 2%. So in order to not miss out on any of those opportunities, I'm going to set it to 300,000. Now I can refine the search even more by saying I want the buy box to be a third-party seller and not Amazon as the buy box holder. And now for the item weight, I'm going to set that to 1,360 because this is in grams, so that's equivalent to about 3 pounds. Because the bigger and the heavier those products are, the more you're going to be paying in fees. And if you're the type of person that you really don't want to compete with Amazon at all you have to do is come right here to the 90-day out of stock percentage, go to Amazon, and we're going to set that to 100. We want them to be out of stock 100% of the time. So that is still 1 million products that it's pulling up. So what you can do at this point is hit find products, or you could tweak it even a little more if you wanted to get a little more specific. For example, let's drop this down to 200,000 and see what it brings up. So that right there got rid of quite a bit of products. But again, I wouldn't recommend setting that number too low because you don't want to miss out on opportunity. And then for the buy box, I do FBA, so I like to find buy boxes that are being held by FBA sellers. So switching that on definitely helped to narrow that list even further. All right, let's click and see what it found. So now we have a ton of different products here. I can click on any of these column filters to go low to high or high to low. To save myself a lot of time, I'm going to pull over here, come to new FBA, and filter this from high to low. Because this way, it's going to help me to not see the products that are private labeled and I can't sell anyways. And then if you keep scrolling over, you can see all of the information, the weight, the dimensions, the details about color, variations, the brand, the parent group, the ASINs, and if there's any variation ASINs, UPC, everything you need is right here. Then we can click on any product and the Keepa chart will load right up. So this one definitely fits the criteria for what we're looking for. We can see right here, this blue line on the bottom, new offer count was 70. And now across time, it has jumped way down to only 7. And way back here, when we had those 70 different offers, the buy box hung around $20. There's definitely a lot of fluctuation in the buy box, but as you can see across time where the people are jumping off, the price is going up. So now we see it here, 10 offers and the buy box went up to in the 40s. Now I like to right click on the product and do search images with Google. We'll select the area and then the Google lens will start showing you different places where you can purchase the product. So that's a very easy way to try to, after you find a product, then find a source to purchase it from. Now instead of finding products that have decreased in competition, let's find ones that have increased in price. So if I filter out the 90-day from 20 to 50, this is going to show us products that have dropped in price from 20 to 50%. But we want to go the other way. We want to see those prices increasing. So in order to do that, we're going to have to set this to negatives. So now this will show us products that have increased at least 10%. I'm going to go with grocery and gourmet foods for this one. And now we have just over 21,000 products. So let's click on this syrup. And we can definitely tell that the price has significantly been increased. Now, what you have to be careful of is not to find a buy box that's just spiked up. So you definitely want to watch it across time to make sure that that increase is going to stay increased. But this is a great way to start finding some products that aren't being price tanked and that are showing that they're just going up and up and up, because the higher the price, the more profit in your pocket. Let's right click, search it with Google, and then you can start getting an idea to see what it's going for. So Jordan Skinny, obviously I wanted to look closer at them if I really wanted to purchase this product to make sure it was an exact match, but that's the same brand name and it looks like it's going for $5.95. So if the price stays up here at this $20 mark and you're able to buy it for about $6, there's definitely profit there to be made. This strategy is a really great one to find you some good products to resell. Now for the last strategy, we're going to find some storefronts that have some arbitrage sellers. We're going to take their store IDs and input them into Keepa. Now, typically how I find my really good storefronts to storefront stock is with the ProfitGuru software. But for this one, I'll just do it right from Amazon just to show you guys that you really don't have to have anything else other than Keepa if you don't want that additional expense right now in your business and you can't afford it. But I definitely find the best storefronts to stock with my ProfitGuru software. But for this example, I just put in Great Value because typically Great Value brand, those are going to be arbitrage sellers. And then we're just going to pull up a listing. Now we can see the sellers with our Keepa data, but to save time, I'm just going to use my seller amp because it's here and really fast. And now what you'll do is just start opening up their storefronts. We'll click right on them and you can grab as many storefronts that look good for you and meet the criteria that you're looking for. So I grabbed a few up top and now I need their store IDs. So right here for the seller ID, we're going to copy. And now from Keepa, we're going to come down here to where it says seller and start putting their IDs right here. We'll put a comma to separate, go to the next store, and I'm going to just keep doing this until I have them all plugged in. All right, we have all of our sellers' IDs there, and I have my typical filters set. So I went in and I filtered my best seller rank, so I'm not seeing products that are selling too slow. For the buy box, I clicked that to be a third-party seller, and now we can see here we have 572 potential products. And what's great about storefront stocking is when you find a seller that has an arbitrage store, chances are you're going to be able to find those products too, and chances are they've already done all the hard work for you. They're probably not selling products that are bringing in negative profit. They're probably finding ones that do show there's profit to be made. So it's very likely that there's going to be a lot of potential products here that we can easily find and then start reselling. Now, as well as searching the product into Google, another thing that I like to do is come right here to the show API query, and I'll pull that, download it as a CSV file, and then scan it into Tactical Arbitrage to see if maybe it can find something in there that I might not have seen on Google. So that's just another way that you can try to find the product to source once you found a good product to sell. But there you have it. There's 3 different ways you can start using Keepa. Very powerful to find different products based on your criteria. If you want low competition, if you're trying to find prices that are high and not just going down, and if you want to find stores and just kind of copy what they're already doing, how to storefront stock. I hope this was helpful. Drop a comment down for me right now, letting me know which one are you most excited to try out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.